Kia ora guys, Bird here. Welcome to episode 8 of Thaumcraft for Addons. We're over here by just the general chest area today because I've been doing some work here off camera on preparing the Super Bowl. And yes, you have to pronounce it like that, that's the wrong chest. The materials I've got for it are in here. I posted a picture on Twitter, a sneak peek. I occasionally do that where I just post random pictures of here in the Thaumcraft world. Anyway, it's of this pick right here, Boar, that we've got here. Repair 2, Unbreaking 3, Silk Touch, and Efficiency 5, the same as Super Duper Mega Flooper. This is the pick that I'm using in the Arcane Boar down there. Well, no, there's another pick in the Arcane Boar called Arcane. And then we've got this, no, down here, we've got this guy here called Boar. And so the plan is to double up the Arcane Boar heads, because it's a little known fact, right, I think it is anyway, where you can actually put 2 of these Arcane Boar things on the same Arcane Boar base. So in theory, you can mine something out twice as quickly as this guy even can, even with his +8 speed. He's actually not fully repaired, are you, little guy? Anyway, and you also, for that, you need to create some more excavation wand foci, which I'm also doing right here as well. I'm just making them so that they only have 1 enlarge on them, and then going to have potency 4 on there as well. I'm working through that at the moment. It takes a lot of levels. I'm having to do a lot of zombie grinding. So yeah, that's what's going on at the moment, and I unfortunately did not get that done today. It takes a hell of a long time, let me tell you. But anyway, in the last episode we were working on getting the elemental fire stuff done and out of the way, but because I'm short on time, we unfortunately can't go through all that stuff today, especially if you guys want to watch this episode tomorrow. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and work on something a little bit different today. And it is going to be wand foci. So we've already researched 3 of the wand foci that are available here in Thaumic Tinkerer, and there are still 4 more at least here. Who knows, there might be a couple more hiding out this way. We're going to go through these 4 and see what we get out of them. Well, that's the only one that's not a purchasable right there, okay, but we'll go ahead and get started with this one over here, telekinesis. Beats gravity bubbles any day, indeed it does. It's a purchasable for 2 alienis, 1 prayer cantatio, and 1 mortus. Oh baby, that didn't unlock anything, alright. So this one says, you created a wand focus that kinetically moves objects laying on the floor. This focus will move any nearby items to where you're pointing at. Sneaking will bring the items toward you instead. This sounds awesome! It would be kind of like, you could do this in multiplayer. I'm just thinking it'd be kind of like a cool way to play, like, football. Is that what the American people, well, that's what you're supposed to call it, football, soccer, whatever it is. And I think the real name's football, but yeah, that's a nice item right there. We'll have to try that out sometime. Let's get these other ones here. Let's see, we've got the wand focus of dislocation. Build the castle within your mind, so it never falls down. Wise advice there. It costs 2 alienis, 1 prayer cantatio, and 1 perimultatio. It's also got an awesome texture to it too. You created a wand focus based on the focus of equal trade. The difference is that this one not only holds the object's fingerprint, but it holds the object itself, allowing it to be placed elsewhere. To get a block to transport, right-click on it. To place it back, right-click somewhere else. This focus can transport pretty much anything, including chests and mob spawners. The V's cost applied in picking up. What? The V's cost is applied when picking up the block. Placing it down is free. Righto. Due to the amount of energy required for the dislocation, blocks with tile entities such as chests and furnaces cost 5 times the amount of V's as normal. Mob spawners in particular cost 20 times instead. You can move mob spawners now. Oh man. That's awesome. But I'm just wondering if I can move this with nodes. I know that we have the vanilla functionality for nodes in a jar, but there's a tendency for the nodes to like break, or there's a chance for them to turn into pale or fading nodes if if you put them in the wand in a jar. If you could like do this dislocation thing and not have that happen, that'd be pretty cool. The mob spawners though, it's obviously obviously Vansky or pixlepix, whoever put this in, is they're sort of saying, hey man, mob spawners, you can make yourself a huge mob grinder, sort of thing. Alright, let's see what else this other page has to say, and that's the recipe right there. Pretty expensive. 3 amber, a diamond, 4 nether quartz, and an ender pearl, as well as a bit of wheatium. Don't often see wheatium in here. I don't think I've ever seen it, actually. Was that with this one here? No, it's not there. That's a first infusion. I think that's using wheatium in Essentia. Okay. Actually, wheatium finally has a use! Righto, as well as a bunch of other aspects that should be relatively easy for you to get by this point. So the next one that we have here is the wand focus of mending. This one looks awesome as well. It's like a red pearl. Bandages, voids, and fields. This one's purchasable for 2 sano, 1 spiritus, and 1 precontatio. Oh man. You know Peck carry powerful foci that can induce diseases? And with that, you devised a way to use them to your benefits. This focus will slowly mend the caster's wounds as they're using it. Using this from the wand in the process, you can heal yourself! Wow! That's a nice one! Okay, so that takes a golden carrot, 3 gold nuggets, and the wand focus of Peck's Curse. Say what? Peck's Curse. Is that a vanilla one? Get back into the Thaumaturgy tab. Is it a vanilla focus? Peck's Curse. No. That's not over where the vanilla wand folky are. Right, so how would you get this Peck's Curse focus then? Okay, so, well that's an awesome focus, but I don't know how to get that, so we can't make it. That's a fantastic. Just the idea of it, it's just so simple. It's like it should have been in the vanilla game, something like this. Okay, wand focus of mending. This has got me hyped up now. I'm all hyped for the wand foci. The wand focus of Ender's Rift. This one's we have to research it, so let's get the old scribing tools and paper out. Clear the throat, because we've got a lot of bit of saliva in there. Too much information, but whatever. Oh, and the flavor text is a pocket to the 4th dimension. Oh man, that sounds pretty awesome. So we've got Alienis, Wakos, and Precontatio hiding away in the corners here. Now, Alienis, okay, that connects to Tenebrae, right. So I think what we'll have to do is something like that. Then we'll go Lux, right, and that's got Peridit right there. So I think what we'll do is something like, let's see, you over there, your Potentia would what we'd have to do, and then Potentia connects to Ingis. Excuse me. This is going to actually be, yeah, because I'm thinking of putting Ire here and then using like Venenum and go through Aqua and Tempestas. That might not work quite so well, though. We might need something else. Here we go. Something like Cognitio could work, actually. If we do that, then we'll go Mortuus, maybe? That can work. I think we'll throw Mortuus down there. And Spiritus, so that's those two connected up. And then this sort of goes to Victus, yeah, so... Now, I think what we'll do is Ire. We'll go Ire. We'll go... Oh, what's that? That was like... grey right there. What's going on there? Can you guys see that? Where it goes grey like that? It's out of ink, so let's just go ahead and throw that in there, and we'll top this one up like this. Just to kind of recycle the scribing tools around. Right, but anyway, let's keep going. So you want to get this over to Victus, basically, so we'll use the same trick that I used last time, so we'll go Arbor, Erba, and Victus. I feel like this could have been done a whole lot better, but it's done now, so okay. Right, let's see. A pocket to the 4th dimension. This is a forbidden knowledge as well, but it's only mostly harmless, I'm not too worried. Picked up a little bit more permanent war, but we got ourselves a really awesome wand focus. There's a whole new dimension for us, I think. 4th dimension. There are 4 dimensions. There's the overworld, the nether, and the end, right? I think so. So what does this one got? By combining a hand mirror with a portable hole, you manage to construct a focus that has a rift in the ender, allowing you access to the contents of your ender chest remotely. Now that is a nice focus. I don't think I actually have an ender chest in this world. But if you had an ender chest, holy crap. So it takes a portable hole. Oh man. An eye of ender and a magic mirror. That is fairly expensive actually, isn't it? Yeah, that one. That one's not too good. Wow. Nice focus. That didn't actually unlock any new wand foci, so I guess that's actually it for the wand foci for Thaumic Tinkerer. There's a lot of really fun stuff in here. I haven't actually made all of the wand foci that are available, even in just the vanilla game. I've still got to make this dude over here, the wand focus of 9 hells, and I've still got to make the warding focus. You can't do this one yet because that requires the killing of a wither. Oh man, and I actually went into the nether today to try and kill a few wither skeletons. Was unsuccessful. See, it just looks like those two are the ones that I haven't done. What's the recipe for that? That one's relatively easy, actually. We could almost just throw that on the end of today's episode, just to... You know what, let's go ahead and just do that. Let's just throw the wand focus of 9 hells on the end of today's episode. Why not? Why not? So, let's see, get the recipe up, so it's Peroditio... I should have everything for that, yeah. Those are all pretty cheap. So, Peroditio Ignis, that, and a few magma cream. And a magma cream in the house. Like that. Let's go over here, so we need iron. Oh, these are actually just air, fire, and entropy. Okay, and 3 of these as well, and that's everything that we need. So let's get down. Get on down. Oh, and I think I've also noticed as well with the infuser here, I think I know a little bit more about sort of how it like pulls items in. So basically the top of the infuser is west, right? Like this way. So you put your item on the top right there. In the past I've been doing it right here, but I've been doing it here and I've been noticing that it sort of goes around clockwise a lot better. But anyway, let's see. In here, 9 hells. So quartz, fire, air. So fire, air, peridictio. Okay. But the quartz is first. Like that. And then you right there. Yep. Let's just get these all mapped out and ready to go. And you in the middle right here. So this uses, it used 4, didn't it? It used 4 things. So air, bestia, and Ignis and Perodictio. So let's go ahead and close those. No, that's Tenebrae. Let's try. Oh, I was making the arcane ball before, so a lot of these are closed already. And those will go ahead and bring stuff back in. Put my armor on to be able to see. I take it off in the intro, but you guys already knew that. Close air, rather. Oh, Potentia needs to be opened up. Did I close Perodictio? Let's just go ahead and recap. Man, I've got such a lousy brain memory. Ignis! Ignis needs to close, and so does Bestia. Right click the right thing. Bestia over here. Bada bing! A bada boom. And I think all of the levers are closed as well, so you can tell straight away that... Yeah, my hunch seems to have been correct in terms of the whole sound thing by keeping these closed. Each of these little Essentia tubes has the potential to make a sound, and so those were just sort of stacking up and not working right, you know, causing the sounds to like, you know, kick and start, which was not good. Use the right words, bird. But okay, the last of the Essentia is heading into the runic matrix. Now it's time to start pulling in some of these items. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, yeah, I did a little bit of work here. I changed some of my settings. I turned the particles down, pretty much all of them off. And that I haven't actually noticed that there were little purple sphere things there before. But yeah, I turned all the particles off just to try and reduce some of the lag, and I think that seems to have worked. Or no, maybe it hasn't worked a little bit, we'll see. Anyway, there we go. That is the wand focus of 9 hells. It is a vanilla item, but it's a pretty cool vanilla item. We got a bit of warp out of this as well. So if we go and scan it, we find that it's got what it took to make it, unsurprisingly. So let's actually just... I completely forgot what this thing does. Your trips into the Nether have taught you fear, the Tiny Terrors. Now you have discovered a way to summon them. Okay, so this just makes those guys for you. So if I throw that on... Oh, that does look cool. That actually reminds me of this guy, doesn't it? Okay, there's sort of... I guess it's just a slight modification of that. Oh well, this does still all look pretty sweet, so let's go ahead and throw one down. Alright. Okay. Nothing's happening. Like, I'm holding down the right mouse button and, nothing's happening, game! Does this only work in the Nether? Send them after your enemies. Okay, maybe it only works in the Nether. That's a little strange. Let's head up to the focal manipulator and see what that says about it. Oh, I guess we've got to get it out of the focus pouch. This has got me curious. Oh, it's still on the wand, okay. Take that off, there we go. Get that guy back out. So what does this say? Okay, that's just got potency and frugal. Well, that was a little bit of a letdown. That thing doesn't seem to work in the overworld. If I had to guess. If you guys know better though, and let me know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, who knows? I mean, I am an idiot. But anyway, that is it for this episode of Thaumcraft. No, Thaumcraft for Addons, there we go. Almost said the Season 1 name, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a little bit strange and just kind of disjointed. That's because, as I already said, don't really have much time today for recording. You're lucky you're getting a video at all, sort of type deal. Anyway, thanks for watching, kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next video.